One post. That's all it takes to ruin college dreams, job offers, and even put your child on a predator's radar. Their digital footprint matters more than you think. Hi, I'm Alicia Kozak. I was the first child abducted by an internet predator, and for over 20 years, I've made it my mission to protect families from the evolving dangers online. From speaking in schools to educating the public through the media, from work with law enforcement and shaping critical legislation, I've dedicated my life to making the digital world safer. So today, we are diving deep into something that's huge and something that is probably a big concern for you: our children's digital footprint. What on earth is it? Why should you care? Like, really care? And what can you actually do, starting today, to make sure it doesn't sabotage their future? It's so easy to think that the internet has a short memory, right? Posts get buried, stories vanish in 24 hours. But here's the hard truth. What goes online often stays online, forever. It creates this permanent trail like a digital tattoo, following our kids long after they've deleted the app or forgotten their password. And believe me, this footprint, it can impact everything. College dreams, job offers, their entire reputation. It is a massive deal, and we need to be talking about it. So you can grab your coffee, maybe take a deep breath, and let's get into it. So first things first, what is this digital footprint that we're talking about? You can think of it as a collection of breadcrumbs that our kids leave behind every single time they go online. Every photo they post, every video they like, every comment they leave, every game they play, every email they send, even just browsing the websites. Bam, another breadcrumb added to the trail, and it just all adds up. But there are actually two kinds of footprints that they're leaving. The first is their active footprint. This is the stuff that they choose to share. All those Instagram posts, TikTok videos, YouTube comments, blog entries, the info that they put in their profiles, they typed it, they clicked post, they put it out there themselves. And this is the part that they think they can control. But then there's the passive footprint, and this is the sneaky one. This is the data trail that's created about them, often without them even realizing it. Websites track their IP address, like their location data. Cookies follow them around, noting what they click on. That's why those ads seem to read their minds. Search engines log their curiosities. Apps collect data on how long they use them, where they use them, and even their shopping habits become part of this invisible profile. It's the digital shadow that follows them everywhere online. So it's this mix. What they share on purpose and what's collected behind the scenes. Together, it paints a detailed picture of who they are online. And unlike muddy footprints that the rain washes away, these digital ones, they are stubbornly permanent. But why the big fuss about this? Why is leaving a trail so risky? Why should this be on our high parental worry list? Because this digital trail has serious real-world consequences, especially as they get older. First, let's think about college admissions. It's not just about grades and essays anymore. Admission officers, they're Googling applicants, they're checking their social media, and what are they hoping to find? Maybe a glimpse at their personality, sure, but they're also scanning for red flags, signs of bad judgment, offensive comments, pictures of underage partying, extreme negativity, anything that really makes them think, maybe this isn't the best fit for our campus. So that hilarious post from years ago, that angry comment they fired off without thinking, it could slam the door on their school dream. And it's the same story for scholarship opportunities. Organizations that give out money want responsible students, and they might do a quick online search, and if they find a digital footprint littered with questionable content, that scholarship money could easily go to someone else. And now let's fast forward beyond college. Let's talk about job prospects. This is where it can get really serious. Employers, they don't just check references anymore. They check online profiles. Employers use social media to screen candidates, and get this, many have been rejected purely based on what they found online. And what turns them away? Anything that's unprofessional. Inappropriate photos, evidence of partying or drug use, discriminatory remarks, trashing former bosses online, terrible communication skills, the list goes on and on. The digital reputation they build as a teenager could absolutely cost them their dream job years later. Even a silly email address can make them look unprofessional. Beyond these huge milestones, their digital footprint shapes their everyday reputation. How they are seen by friends, teachers, coaches, and maybe even future partners. Online drama, cyberbullying, oversharing embarrassing details, it all damages how people see them, online and offline. And once a reputation is damaged online, cleaning it up can be really difficult. And let's not forget basic safety and privacy. The more personal information kids put online, like their location, school, full name, birthday, the easier they make it for the wrong people to find them. We're talking about online predators, identity thieves, cyberbullies looking for leverage. A detailed footprint can be a roadmap for those with bad intentions. So yeah, the stakes, they're incredibly high. What seems like fleeting online fun can cast a very long shadow over their future. And this isn't about banning them from the internet. It's about making sure that we understand the risks and helping them understand that their online actions have weight and that can last forever. All right, now let's talk about some common mistakes. What are the typical ways kids, and hey, sometimes adults too, mess this up? Knowing the pitfalls helps us steer them clear. And a huge one is oversharing personal information, like posting their full name, school, phone number, checking into location constantly. It might seem harmless, but it can paint a target on them, and strangers can piece this information together. Then there's posting inappropriate content. Photos, videos, even jokes that are provocative, embarrassing, or maybe they show illegal stuff like underage drinking. That edgy post might seem cool now, but how will it look to a future boss? Context collapses online. And getting sucked into online drama or cyberbullying is another classic mistake. Sending mean comments, spreading rumors, attacking someone online, it creates a toxic trail showing poor judgment and zero empathy. Even just liking nasty stuff can contribute. Remember, screenshots, they are forever. And many kids completely ignore privacy settings. They leave their profiles wide open, letting anyone see everything. We have to teach them to lock things down. Sit with them, go through their settings on every single app, make things private, make it a regular habit because platforms change settings all the time. And yet another big mistake that kids make is that they use weak passwords, or even worse, they share their passwords with their friends. And if their account gets hacked, someone else could ruin their reputation using their name. And giving their friend their password, friendships change. So never ever share passwords, period. And then of course there's connecting with strangers online. Accepting friend requests from people they don't know is another gateway to risk. It opens their private world to unknown eyes and potential scams or predators, something I know all too well. And they also forget about permanence. They delete a post and they think it's gone, but that isn't the case. Anyone could have screenshot it. Deleting just creates an illusion of control. And finally, lots of kids vent their emotions online. We all get angry, we all get upset, but blasting those raw feelings onto social media is rarely a good idea. It can make them look unstable or unprofessional later. The internet, it's not a diary, so tell them to vent to a trusted friend or family member offline instead. Recognizing these common slip-ups gives us concrete things to talk about with our kids. It's not just about vague warnings, it's specific behaviors to watch out for. Okay, so now we know the risks, we know the mistakes. The big question is, what can we actually do? How do we guide them without becoming a helicopter parent or shutting down communication? Well, it is all about empowering them. First off, you want to start talking about this early. Don't wait for the teen years if you can help it. Introduce the idea of online safety even when they're little. Make it a normal, ongoing conversation, like asking about their day at school. What did you do online today? Who did you chat with? Did anything seem weird? Did anyone seem weird? Keep those communication lines wide open and help them really understand permanence. You can use analogies like the internet is like a giant public billboard or a tattoo. It's hard to remove. Talk about screenshots and hammer home that deleted doesn't mean completely gone. You could teach them, and I know it sounds kind of silly, but the grandma rule or the billboard test. Before hitting post, ask them, would grandma approve this? Okay, if this was on a billboard with my face, would I hesitate? And if so, don't post it. Or okay, if this was on a billboard with my face, would I hesitate to post it? If so, don't post it. And it's really important that you review privacy settings together. Don't just tell them to do it. Sit down and do it with them. Go through every single app, every game, explain what the settings mean, lock down who can see their stuff, tag them, or find them, and make this a regular check-in. And Google your kids and yourself. Seriously, see what pops up. Set Google alerts for their names. It shows you what their public footprint looks like right now. Show them how to do this too. It's empowering for them to see what the world sees. And also have explicit talks about what not to share. Full address, phone number, passwords, exact location, school name, revealing photos, deep personal secrets. These are all off limits for public or semi-public sharing, and be crystal clear about this. And another tip, talk about online kindness. Teach digital citizenship. Tell them to treat others online like they would face-to-face, and explain that cyberbullying, it leaves scars. And one way to protect kids from predators online is to reinforce the no strangers rule for online connections. Only allow friend requests from people that they know well in real life. And then consider creating a family media plan together. You can outline rules for device use, online screen time limits, and tech-free zones. Having those clear agreed-upon guidelines prevents so many arguments. Use mistakes as teachable moments. They will slip up. And when they do, try to react calmly. Talk about what happened, why it was a mistake, and how to handle it better next time. Help them to fix it if possible. It's about learning, it's not about punishment. It's about guiding, teaching critical thinking, and empowering them to be smart, careful digital citizens. When it comes to digital footprint, teach your kids to sometimes think like a recruiter. Have them look at their public profiles and ask themselves, what vibe do they give off? Is it the impression that they want to make? Building a positive footprint means using the internet intentionally to reflect their best self. Whew, okay, I know that was a lot. But our kids' digital footprint is not just noise. It's part of their identity, and it reflects judgment and has real, lasting consequences. It can feel like a tidal wave of things to worry about in this constantly changing digital world. But remember, parents, this isn't about fear or control. It's about ongoing communication and empowerment. Start talking early, teach them about permanence, guide them on privacy, help guide them before they click. And if you're looking for more tools, tips, and real-world strategies, check out my new book, The Internet Safety Guidebook, Protecting Kids in the Digital Age. It's in the description below. Now I want to hear from you. What worries you most about your child's digital footprint? What conversations have you already had? What tips work in your house? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's share what we know and we can support each other. And if this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other parents to find this info. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next conversation about raising kids in digital age. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Alicia Kozak. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and I'll see you in the next video.